of whom have a high school diploma or a GED and a work permit. These are not field workers. These are hundreds of thousands of illegal aliens competing for the same jobs against the 4 million young Americans who enter the workforce every year. 6, some DACA recipients are criminals. I bet you don't hear about this in the news media, the liberally biased news media like CNN or MSNBC. Over 5 years, between 2013 and 2017, a total of 2,139 DACA recipients lost their amnesty benefits due to criminality or gang-affiliated concerns, unquote. The DACA screening process is in reality a joke, a rubber stamp. 7, DACA is not a law, it is the violation of law. President Obama's DACA program is not a law or even a policy. Rather, it is a brazen violation of the immigration laws written and passed by the American people's representatives in Congress. People in the country illegally are supposed to be deported and repatriated into their own country. That is the law here in America. That is the law in every country in the world, including Mexico. 8, most DACA recipients are not overachievers. It seems as though every time we see a DACA recipient in the media, he or she is the next Albert Einstein or someone on the verge of curing cancer and poverty. The reality is actually quite different. The DACA eligibility bar was set very low, explicitly allowing people with multiple misdemeanor and certain felony convictions to be approved. Only a handful of the applicants were ever interviewed, and only rarely was the information on the application ever verified, said Jessica Vaughn, Director of Policy Studies at the Washington-based Center for Immigration Studies. This statistic undercuts the image of DACA that has been spread by the pro-illegal alien groups and the news media, that the DACA recipients are mostly college kids. This is not true. We don't know much about the population, but one of the few studies that has been done by a scholar at Harvard University found that at most are more than 22 years old, and only about 20% graduated from or attended a 4-year college. A significant share never went beyond high school. This is not really all that surprising, since over 72% came from a family at or below poverty level and assessing some public assistance, unquote. 9, DACA is wildly unfair to Americans, most especially young Americans just starting out. You followed the rules. Your parents obeyed the law. You are one of the 4 million Americans already to enter the workforce every year, eager to begin your own life to pursue the American dream, but you have to compete against hundreds of thousands of line jumpers for the same entry-level job. 10, DACA was already litigated and debated in 2016. The American people have already had the DACA debate. Hillary Clinton promised to expand DACA. Trump promised to end DACA. Trump won. 11, DACA encourages more illegal immigrants. Although DACA does not officially grant amnesty to the children of illegal immigrants who have arrived after 2007, the message is still clear. America does not have the will to enforce its own immigration laws. Of course, that message works as a magnet for illegals. If you recall, Obama declared this DACA amnesty in 2012. Central Americans saw the announcement, read the details, and roughly 400,000 people headed north during the next 4 years. In most states, DACA recipients are eligible for welfare benefits. Obama's deputies lowballed his election campaign giveaway by initially predicting it would only reach about 560,000 younger illegals who were supposedly brought into the United States by their parents before they turned 16. But the amnesty has already provided almost 900,000 work permits and Social Security cards to illegals who say they are aged 36 or less. More than 92% of the applicants got their DACA approvals with a rejection rate of only 7%. The amnesty is expected to rise above 1.9 million people as additional younger illegals become adults and try to enroll in Obama's giveaway. And then 12, DACA ignores some criminal behavior. Center for Immigration Studies, says, DACA applies to individuals up to age 31, as of June 2012, so 35 now. Hardly children. Consequently, many dreamers have long since terminated their studies, and most have committed multiple felonies long since terminated their studies, and most have committed multiple felonies in order to get jobs. Social Security fraud, forgery, perjury on I-9 forms, falsification of green cards and driver's licenses, identity thefts, etc. Dreamers continue to commit these job-related crimes right up to the day their DACA status is approved and they obtain work permits and their own genuine Social Security numbers. In addition, many illegal aliens qualifying for DACA status have previously been arrested and convicted of multiple misdemeanors, and some have previously been or continue to be associated with violent gangs, as evidenced by a report in the Seattle Times that states that over 1,500 Dreamers have had their DACA status revoked since 2012 due to their involvement with criminal gangs. Source: John Nolte from Breitbart News, dated September 17th. Well, that's about it for now. I mean, I could go on. There is more, but there's quite a bit more. Maybe I'll turn this into a second video. I think I will. So we will pick up right after that with the Deep State, History and War Reflections for the Anniversary on 9/11. But that'll be our next video. Stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to this channel if you like what you're hearing. My apologies for taking so long to do another video, but I'll try to keep them more regular from now on, okay? Thank you, and may the Lord richly bless you.